Today we're doing the two-seater test rides. If it sounds like I'm a little unwell, that's because I am. But anyway, today we're doing the two-seater test rides. This is the Landstalker XL, and I also have a challenge for you guys. See if you can figure out the new feature added in this race. I'll show you at the end of a video. Anyway, let's get straight into the test drive. Okay, so I'll be honest, while test driving this car, I thought to myself, this car can take corners and it brakes pretty well, but I could not hear it very well while test driving the car. But that doesn't matter. Do I recommend this car? I mean, if it's one of the last cars you'd want to consider, yeah, I guess get it, but it's not a necessity. I personally wouldn't get it because, well, it's an SUV. I don't usually like SUVs that much. I don't mind them, but I don't prefer to get them. But anyway, we shall move on to the next one. Guys, while we're on our way to test drive this car, I want to know down in the comments, do you guys want me to test drive bikes? Okay, I will test drive bikes if we get a few likes on this video, but let's just see how this video does. If it gets 5 likes, then I'll test drive bikes from this point forward. If it doesn't, then I'll just continue to do this without bike test driving. Anyway, let's get to the airport and test drive this thing out. I could not find this thing in the race thing, so yeah, let's get over there. Also, another thing to put down in the comments if you want to, how long do you reckon you could go without a map? Like, if you've played GTA for a very long time and you think you can play without a map, let me know down in the comments how long you think you could last without putting it back on again. Anyway, we made it here. This is the Hearse, the Romeo Hearse, I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. Anyway, let's just try this thing out. Okay, so I'll be honest, I think you should get this car. This car is one of the rare ones in the game. If you don't buy it now, you'll never be able to buy it. You'll have to find it on the streets of Los Santos, and this thing can be tricky to find. But would I recommend it? Oh, like I just said, yes. Yes, I would recommend it. But other than that, this car doesn't perform very well. It's not very fast, it's pretty slow. I'll bet it can take corners alright, but I didn't really get to test the braking. How do we do that? Let's quickly test the braking while we're at it. Okay, the braking is pretty good. The braking is actually pretty good. So would I recommend this car? Well, I said yes. So yeah, I still stick by what I said. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is my custom Frankenstein. I found this one, but I couldn't find the others, so we'll have to use this one. Yours won't be as good as mine, but you know you can always upgrade it to look better than mine. So let's test drive this thing out. No, no, not in a billion years. Do not buy this car. Even when it's fully upgraded, it still doesn't perform well. This car can't take corners. This car can't brake. This car is. I'll give it this. It has a good top speed, but it's not going to win you any races. But the point is, this car's not worth it because it can't turn and it can't brake very well, so don't get it. Now we've got the Overlord. I can't pronounce the thing, but let's just test drive it. It's a supercar. Let's test drive it. Okay, so this car performs corners very well, it brakes very well, it handles very well. I'd say go for it. This car is actually pretty good. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, now we've got the D-Class Tornado Hot Rod. Rat Rod. Yeah. Anyway, let's test drive this thing out. Okay, so don't get this thing. If I had not put these barriers here, and that's not the new thing, by the way, if just don't get it. It's hard to take corners. It can't brake well. It's just overall a horrible car. But I think we should move on to the next one. It's actually the Bravado Rat Loader that's supposed to be this vehicle, but this is the closest resemblance I can find. Anyway, let's just drive this thing out. Okay, so I think this car performs well. It doesn't perform well at this state, but maybe at the Sasquatch it would perform well. Um, the brakes, it's okay with the brakes. I'll give it that. The brakes are pretty good. Uh, Performance, yeah, it's good. It looks better when it's the Sasquatch, but I think we should move on to the next one before I keep saying Sasquatch. Let's move on to the next one and the last one of the day. There were heaps of bikes. I could not test drive them because I don't like test driving bikes. You put bikes on this thing, man. I don't think anyone's going to try and win that, but if you did want to try and win it, you can win it by coming top 3 for 2 days in a row in any of our LS Car Meet series. And I was right, it was the actual rat loader truck. See, that one right there? We were supposed to test drive that one, but we never did because I couldn't find it. And we're not test driving that because I would never test drive a bike. What's this thing here? This is the Albany Lurcher. Alright, we'll throw it alone. We'll test drive it. And then I'm going to throw in a bonus. Alright, let's test drive this thing out. Who's that in the back? Let's call that guy Fred. Anyway, Fred, what do you think of the car? Well, I think this car performs. Well, I have to disagree with you there. I think this car performs pretty well. I think this car is good, and the fact that it can take corners well, it can brake well. I have to say yes. Unfortunately, I have to say yes. This car actually is. I have to say this car is worth getting. Stuff you too. Let's move on to the bonus vehicle. I've had enough of this frig guy. This one's the bonus vehicle. This is the Devastate 8. This is not a test drivable car this week, but I'm going to test drive it anyway. Okay guys, so this is the new track down here. You've probably noticed it several times when passing this area, but we're going to use it now. And I'm probably going to use this track as well, like mix it up a bit now, so now I have a bit more creativity with these videos. Anyway, let's carry on. No, I would not recommend this car. The reason I made this track here was to give a little more creativity to the track, and the fact that I'm not really taking many corners in this track, and using this could possibly help. But yeah, and also if my friend Kurt was to come again and we did this video, we could split up and do whatever we want in this track. We could either choose to go the normal way or we could go the new way. So that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I think this should be a good addition to the test rides. Anyway, back to the car. The car, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I can't say it. I think this car looks super ugly. I do not like the way this thing can take corners. Well, it can take corners. I'll give it that. But I don't like the way I don't like the way it performs at all. I just don't like this car. I don't like the Devastator 8 because it's got such big holes in the back, and that's really what's putting me off. The body of the car seems very, very wide. Really wide. And overall, this car is just straight up ugly in my opinion. Do not get this car. It may perform well, it may look shiny and new, but I just think it looks incredibly hideous. I'm sorry guys, but I have to say it. Anyway guys, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.